Her world ended on a rainy night. The man she loved, the man she married, was gone. A staged car crash. A carefully planned silence. And from the shadows, a powerful family watched. At the funeral, Ji-yoon wore black lace. She wept softly, her body trembling. But inside her chest burned a fire hotter than grief. She did not cry for what was lost. She cried for what she was about to do. Late at night, she uncovered the truth. Her husband had been silenced because he saw too much. The ones who ordered it. The Kang family, the ruthless chaebols who owned the city. That night, she swore she would not die a widow. She would live as a weapon. Every smile, every breath, every step from now on, would be for vengeance. Ji-yoon shed her old life. The grieving widow disappeared. In her place stood a woman polished, elegant, untouchable. A woman built to deceive the powerful. At a gala dripping with champagne and diamonds, she saw him. Kang Min-jun, the man who had signed her husband's death. He looked at her with curiosity, not recognition. She smiled back, hiding her hatred behind painted lips. Min-jun was intrigued. She was different from the shallow women around him. He extended his hand. "Join me for dinner sometime." She accepted, whispering only in her heart, "Yes, dinner before your destruction." The Kang mansion was a palace of glass and steel. Every corner whispered power. Ji-yoon walked in gracefully, her heels sharp as knives. The family watched her. They saw a woman to be admired. They did not see the blade she carried in her soul. At the long dining table, Min-jun's family tested her. They laughed cruelly, spoke in riddles, and waited for her to stumble. But Ji-yoon never flinched. Her smile was flawless. Her silence was sharper than words. Then another voice. Softer. Gentler. Hyun-woo, the younger brother. He looked at Ji-yoon differently. Not as prey, not as an object, but as if he saw something hidden. And when he smiled, for the first time in years, her heart trembled. Ji-yoon leaned closer to Min-jun, her voice soft, her eyes grateful. Every word was measured, every smile rehearsed. He believed he was the one in control, but beneath the table, her nails dug into her palm, reminding her why she was here. The Kang family's empire had many faces. Business, charity, power. Ji-yoon stepped forward, volunteering her time at their charity foundation. Min-jun approved, pleased to see her interest. But Ji-yoon only saw another door opening to their secrets. Flashbulbs exploded outside the foundation's event. The paparazzi closed in, hungry for scandal, and in the chaos, a hand caught hers, steady, protective. Hyun-woo. For the first time in years, Ji-yoon felt safe. And it terrified her. That night, she couldn't sleep. The memory of Hyun-woo's hand lingered. Not rough, not calculating, but warm. And for a fleeting second, she wondered if vengeance could coexist with tenderness. But when she closed her eyes, her husband's face appeared. Do-hyun's laughter, his promises, his gentle kiss. Her chest ached with guilt. Was she betraying him, or keeping him alive through her vengeance? Under a moonlit balcony, it happened. Hyun-woo leaned close, his voice trembling, his eyes vulnerable. Ji-yoon tried to resist. But when his lips touched hers, she melted. The kiss was forbidden, dangerous, intoxicating. And it broke her resolve. The next morning, Ji-yoon's face was cold again. She told herself it was a mistake. She told herself she would never let it happen again. But her trembling fingers betrayed her heart's rebellion. Min-jun watched her more carefully now. He noticed the stolen glances, the hesitation in her smile. To him, everything was a game, and Ji-yoon was starting to look like a player with too much to hide. Late one night, Ji-yoon slipped into Min-jun's private office. Her hands trembled as she searched through drawers and hidden files. The truth was close. She could almost taste it. But in the silence of the room, footsteps approached. The door opened. Hyunwoo stood there, his gaze locked on hers. Jiyoon froze, evidence clutched in her hands. But instead of exposing her, he quietly closed the door behind him and whispered, "Be careful. They're watching you." On a quiet night, Hyunwoo's voice broke the silence. He told Jiyoon he could see through her smiles, through her carefully built mask. He didn't ask for her secrets, only admitted he knew she carried pain too heavy to hide. Her chest tightened. For the first time, she wanted to tell the truth. But the memory of her husband's death slammed back into her heart. This was not a man she could love. This was the brother of a murderer. Jiyoon reminded herself, she had not come for love. She had come for blood. The Kang family gathered again. Wine glasses clinked, laughter echoed, but the air was sharp as knives. Jiyoon's words danced with hidden meanings, cutting into Minute-jun without ever naming him. Minute-jun smiled back, amused, his eyes glinting with suspicion. It was no longer dinner, it was war played with silverware. Afterward, Minute-jun questioned her. His voice was cold, his eyes unblinking. But Hyunwoo stepped in, laughing off his brother's suspicions. Jiyoon said nothing, but when their eyes met, she saw it. Hyunwoo was protecting her. And that protection was a dangerous gift. The walls she built finally crumbled. That night, Jiyoon and Hyunwoo fell into each other's arms. It was passion, desperate and consuming. Every kiss was fire, every touch a betrayal. When morning came, she lay awake, knowing she had crossed the line she could never return from. But fate left her no time to linger. In Minute-jun's office, Jiyoon finally found what she had searched for. Documents, proof, undeniable truth. Minute-jun had ordered her husband's murder. Her hands shook as she realized her revenge was now within reach. Jiyoon prepared her strike. She would expose Minute-jun, destroy him, strip him of the power he worshipped. For years, she had lived for this moment. But even as she planned, her heart screamed Hyunwoo's name. Hyunwoo cornered her. His eyes were no longer soft, no longer kind. They were sharp, knowing, merciless. "Tell me," he whispered, "what were you planning to do with my family?" Her lips parted, but the words died. Because in his gaze, she understood. He already knew. He had always known who she was. From the first meeting, the first smile, the first touch. He had been setting her up. Jiyoon's knees weakened. Her love had been a weapon, a tool, a lie. But now, she realized she was not the hunter. She was the prey. And the man she had fallen for was the one tightening the trap around her. Her heart split in two between the man she once loved and the one who shattered her trust. Every promise whispered in the dark now rang hollow, every kiss tasted of poison. Yet, she could not deny it. Part of her still longed for him. In the dead of night, she rose with her final weapon, truth. With trembling hands, she delivered the evidence of murder, betrayal, and corruption. The empire that had stolen her happiness was about to crumble. The Kang brothers clashed, one drunk with power, the other torn by love. She watched as Hyunwoo's calm mask cracked, revealing the man who had been playing both sides. In that war of brothers, her revenge found its stage. But vengeance is a blade that cuts both ways. The family fell. Minute-jun was ruined. Yet when Hyunwoo reached for her, there was no warmth left in her soul. To love him would be to betray her dead husband. To leave him was to betray herself. She walked away beneath a blood-red dawn, her heart forever scarred, her love forever lost. For in the widow's game, there are no winners, only survivors.